Hello, my name is Jake Carden. I'm a senior in high school. I am originally from New York. I grew up in Horsham, Pennsylvania, and I attend Hatboro Horsham High School. I'm an aspiring member of the Law and Society program over there at Jefferson, and I was able to collaborate on the recent open house earlier this month. So I was in the humanities workshop specifically, and during my time in that workshop, I was able to group up and indulge in the future of artificial intelligence, which included the expansion into our educational and professional careers of artificial intelligence, that is. So, our main conclusion that my group came to was that there was no true end to AI. So, the only realistic solution was to contain what had already been produced and that we see grow on a daily basis, whether it be ChatGPT, Sora AI, or any other, Gemini. All these things are continuing to grow every day, and we see that time in and time out. So, we found and highlighted the importance of caution, specifically around AI, obviously. AI does not create things, it only pulls from our past sources. So it doesn't really do its own thinking. It needs human oversight at all times. Otherwise, a risk without human oversight is misinformation. Misinformation is a large risk that we definitely have to take into account when we see something that is AI. We deem that AI research that it conducts is not human research. It only pulls from past sources, which will cause AI to be historically biased. Not only that, the representation and data ends up skewed and possibly stereotypical. It doesn't end there, with AI also presenting legal liability. So, specifically, ownership and property rights. If AI creates something, it doesn't have an owner. There is no one to name it for. It's AI. Um, Above all, I personally found that the biggest issue with AI is our youth educational opportunities. They lie the most at risk when it comes to artificial intelligence integrating into our life. On a daily basis, we see AI circumvent educational experiences away from kids in schools. At being a high school senior, I see that day in and day out. You are not really learning from AI. There is no way to really learn from AI, and our youth education is diminishing because of how abused it is in schools. Especially, you can tell AI to write you a essay, and you do none of the work. You could tell AI to do your math problems. You do none of the work. The educational windows for these students is completely blocked. They aren't learning anything from AI, and it becomes a huge problem in society because we have an uneducated group of kids coming up who rely on AI daily to do their work for them. It just doesn't work like that. So we found that specific regulations like teaching instead of straight out discipline works better. If we instill the dangers of AI into students at the academic level, not simply just banning it and disciplining students who attempt to use it, but instead trying to utilize the negative tool that AI is into this beneficial factor. If we can teach smart AI use, I feel like we can all benefit as a society. Now, I just want to take some time to touch on the collaboration aspect of the workshop. I feel like it was successfully done. So, this topic, after hearing from that board of experts, I mean, being able to talk with peers about this issue who go through what I go through, who see what I see on a daily basis with AI specifically. As students, I feel like we know it more, but collaboration definitely helped and was key to this project and our presentation later on. But collaborating with my peers really allowed new perspectives to get into our conversation, and that's what I valued the most. My group did a great job bouncing ideas off one another. I feel like we influenced each other in conversations until we reached a strong conclusion for each prompt. So, coming from different backgrounds and experiences, especially with AI, obviously, benefited our team as we got to view this issue from a completely different angle each time someone spoke. I know specifically there was someone in our group whose, I want to say, mother, pardon me if I'm wrong, I believe her mother was using AI for her business and she would use it for hashtags. So, seeing how obviously we believe AI to be this negative thing, but this young girl's mother was utilizing it in a positive. So it just brought new experiences. Obviously, the exchange of ideas was going around, the exchange of experiences, the exchange of thought. So it was really strong, especially from our group in particular. Now, personally, I'm very outgoing, so I feel like my skill set benefited our team because I was able to take on like this leadership role and was able to help get the best out of everyone. And my knowledge on AI that I had, all its different forms, was also strong. So I was happy to bring that to the team and help like share what I know. Uh, the experience as a whole really opened my eyes to how like the strong collaboration can build such a great product. And as one, you can only do so little, but together we can accomplish so much. So we were successfully able to pull ideas together and really build a strong presentation that I was proud of. I think the pure teamwork and the way we benefited because of each other just stood out to me and was the most memorable. Um, all in all, I want to thank Jefferson for the time and the platform to do this, and best of luck to my other candidates.